Welcome back to Planet Coaster. Today we're looking at a theme park located between Derby and Nottingham in the United Kingdom, and that's the American Adventure. Now this theme park is also one that has closed, unfortunately due to, well, it just wasn't getting the numbers anymore, unfortunately, for various amounts of reasons. There is a fantastic expedition theme park that you can have a look at with the link in the description if you do want to have a go. A good understanding of what happened to the theme park. It's quite sad, really. Now, this theme park had a few thrill rides, but it really only had, say, I think 2 main coasters, which we will have a look at today. They are both in this park. So this is a park made by Knott's Allen, and they have openly said that this is a theme park in Ilkeston in Derbyshire. It's not an exact replica, but of very similar likeness. I hope you have fun playing this park. Well, we definitely will. So as you can see here, we start off by going through this lovely entrance area. And of course, what I have learned, although I never went to the park, is it did sort of revolve around this massive lake in the middle, which you can see there. Now, we've got a pirate ship here, which was one of the sort of thrill rides, flat rides that was present at American Adventure. And we've got sort of a few kids rides down here as well. This whole facade as well, which I think has been done quite interestingly. It's obviously just sort of a building covered in rock. There isn't anything in here. It's just an empty space. Not entirely sure if there was anything in real life inside those, but you know, this just seems to be sort of the kiddie area, I suppose, of the kids' rides, and then, you know, stepping up to the pirate ship there, which is nice. So the lake we can see in the middle. We'll just have a wander down to it with a chair swing over there. Let's go up here. Okay, now this is actually on sort of an island in the water. So there's quite a few right here. We're just going to go to the edge of the water here so we can see sort of the whole park. There's the log flume over there. And there's sort of one of the coasters over there, which we'll go see shortly. And if you just sort of scooch over here a little bit, you can see the other roller coaster over there. And if we just have a quick look at the map, now you can actually see that this area did exist. It's not just sort of a figment of the creator's imagination. There was an octopus ride on this section. It looks like there was sort of a sky tower on here as well, some one of those observation towers that sort of rise up from what I can see. I'm not too sure if there was sort of the chair swing and the scatter in here, but it wouldn't surprise me. And oh, they look familiar. I've used these assets before. But they do look brilliant, don't they, when you're at this level. So let's come off this island and go and have a little wander around. So you've got all the lovely buildings made here. They look absolutely fantastic. And the train that's just scooting off over there. I've got a little kids area over here. Let's just have a walk onto here, which I think we've also seen this asset used before, but I mean, I can't blame them. It is a brilliant asset. So you've got the kids coaster over here. Now, from what I can see, this one was called Buffalo Stampede, I think. Let's just have a look at the map again. Yeah, there we go. Buffalo Stampede. You can see it right there. So this was just a kiddie coaster. Oh, we can walk under it. That's really, really cool. Obviously, there isn't a buffalo in the coaster design, so we've got a dragon on this one. I mean, it looks like quite a nice kid coaster. I'm not going to pop it in straight away here. We are going to go look at the main attractions first, but I will pop in the end of the video just sort of riding this kids coaster because it does look quite cool. Now, I will point out as well, I have had to reduce the number of guests. I've limited the park to 1,000 guests, and that's just because it had 6,500 when I loaded it up, and my computer wasn't massively fond of that because there's quite a lot of assets in this park. So this is a giant swing. It was not in the American Adventure that I can see previously. This looks like it was an addition that was made by the maker of the park, because there was a sky coaster before, so one of those sort of slingshots you sit yourself into, but not an air swing like this. But if we just sort of turn away from this and carry on going down here, you will have already noticed something to my left. So if we go through here, we've got this really, really cool facade. There's some little shops here, which I think look fantastic. They've done a really, really good job on this facade section. And we get into here, and we've got a roller coaster. Now, this is a pretty interesting coaster, if I do say so myself. This is called Twin Looper. It was made by Socats, I think is the name of it. It's not a manufacturer I'm massively familiar with, I won't lie. It does have quite a standard layout. You sort of just up, double loop, up a small helix and then back through. So it's nothing like, you know, groundbreaking. It is quite an old ride. This was originally sort of set up in 1988 to 1994 at Lightwater Valley before going over to American Adventure, up until sort of a couple of years before closing. We've just skipped through the wall there because we're that excited, but we are going to have a quick ride on Twin Looper, so let's do it. That was our ride on Twin Looper completed. Again, pretty standard ride. I sort of wish I'd ridden it in real life, really, because it's not a manufacturer I know of. You know, I do think it fits in very well. It just looks, I don't know, it does look older. Obviously, this style of roller coaster is sort of an older design, but I just think it fits in really well. The creator's done a really good job of making this facade fit properly. And from what I can see online, it's not a bad representation of what was there. A little sizzler action. And we do actually are coming up to our second coaster. Anyone who knows roller coasters will know this already. This is, of course, just a standard roller coaster affair. It's a Vekoma Boomerang roller coaster. This was originally put in 1989 apparently, and it's called the Missile. I think from what I've seen there have been various different names from it, but that seems to be the name it was when it was sort of closed. So we all know I do love a good Vekoma Boomerang. This one was relocated to Pleasurewood Hills as Wipeout. In this we're going to have a ride on it as Cortez, as it was rebranded for this lovely recreation. Okay, so from what I can see, this is a pretty good representation of the area it would have had. It's not as rough as the real life coaster. From what I understand, the real life roller coaster was getting very, very bumpy towards its later years. The theming seems to have been around sort of American sort of space travel originally, and then it's sort of been called to the Missile instead. So yeah, standard affair. I think it was white entirely at one point. So you can see this towering log flume up there, and this isn't a joke. This is just a massive log flume called Nightmare Niagara. This was extended to be the UK's coolest drop in a water ride, or tallest log flume. Yeah, it's pretty damn big. Jesus, it's massive, and looks like there is the Mine Rush roller coaster in there as well, I think. And this looks like it was moved to Flamingo Land from what I can see, but I'm not sure how it would be. Just got to be removed from that facade, I guess. It just looks like an absolutely massive log flume, doesn't it? Jesus, it's massive. I think we will have a quick go on the mine coaster though, because it does look quite cool. So we are coming off the same way that we went in, because I went through the exit because I'm an idiot. And we are going to have a go on this log flume now. Okay, I mean, it does have a big drop, I'll give it that. I'm not entirely sure what I think about it otherwise. It seems okay. I don't know, for me log flumes can either be really good or really bad. I like, say, Lost River Ride at Flamingo Land because you go through all the zoo and everything beforehand. I like Tidal Wave because it's quite quick. I love Stormforce 10 at Drake Man because that's wonderful theming. But, I don't know. Maybe I would have liked that more in real life. I do love a good log flume, to be fair. But they have to be sort of hitting that sweet spot. Now, American Adventure, from what I remember, had sort of stage shows. So you'd watch sort of like sort of cowboys against sort of the bad guys of the West. For some reason, words are escaping me right now. I'm assuming this is what this is meant to represent here, as being one of those live stage shows that you could watch with your family, with your kids. It looks exactly like I'd expect it to if I was going to see a live Western show. So this is very, very well done. I'm glad it's here. So as you can see, we've walked all the way around, pretty much. There's the pirate ship we started off with. And we've gone so far. We've gone to this island. We've gone all the way down there to the Twin Looper. All the way around the lake over there to the Vekoma Boomerang, the missile. Over to here to see the log flume. And then we've gone to have a look at our the wonderful live show. Oh, even this is well done. Look at the attention to detail in the souvenir shop. That's brilliant. And please ignore the fact there's not staff and everything at the moment. Obviously, you could play this and put staff in properly if you did want to. I'm not playing this. I'm having a look at the park to see what I think of it, and I do think this is genuinely one of the loveliest parks I've ever seen. Do I think all the buildings are absolutely original and as they are in the park? Probably not. But do I think they fit in well? Absolutely. Has the park been translated into Planet Coaster well? 100%. It looks brilliant. It looks like a real park, which, again, I know that sounds silly because they've remade a park, but I've looked at some parks on the workshop that are meant to be recreations before and gone, God no. I mean, My Greater Manor one isn't great at all. My Greater Manor one's pretty bad, let's be honest, compared to some of these ones. And this just looks good. It feels right. So I've got massive respect to the maker of this park.